Hi, Kate.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a nice, kind of hazy Thursday morning here in LA. How about you?
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler of a night here in Cambodia.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and welcome everyone. Welcome to When Conversations Go Sideways.
Yes, welcome. This is our, I don't know, I think fourth episode, but today we're going to actually take a break from talking about the five mental blocks because we want to talk to you about our coaching program that we are hosting in July.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have Neuro-Shine Technology, ICF coaching cohort for 10 people only.
Yay! I'm excited
Yay.
about our cohort. Our this class through the Neuro-Shine Academy of Neuro-Shine Technology lets you become a certified ICF coach, which I think is such an amazing tool to have, whether you want to build your own coaching business or have a side, business just helping others. It's just an amazing program.
Absolutely. Yeah, tell me, Matt, why did you join? Why did you
Well,
start?
as you know, I'm a psychotherapist licensed here in California. I have been practicing for about 25 years, and I'm still doing that. But I am always growing. I'm always looking for ways to grow and learn. Like I've taken several certifications, I'm a yoga teacher. I got a massage degree once. Like I am definitely someone who loves to learn and grow, and this was just such an exciting opportunity for me because I've been trying to shift a bit of my psychotherapy work towards coaching for a number of reasons, and this program just like fit my needs perfectly.
How fantastic. And what's the biggest benefit been to you?
Well, our teacher, Dr. Shiny Unsal, who developed Neuro-Shine Technology, um, at the end of the class, she's like, what was your biggest learning or growth from the class? And honestly, mine was confidence.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's amazing about coaching and particularly like neuro-linguistic programming and neuro-shine technology. It's really about developing yourself, your communication skills, your active listening skills, and really just learning how to slow down, hold
Mm,
space,
yeah.
for what's happening in the moment, really listening to the language that people are saying and just being curious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What was your why did you want to become a coach? And particularly what drew you to Neuroshine Technology?
Definitely the 10 disciplines.
Mm.
I had done a coaching course in 2020 with Soul Anchorage and Genevieve Lai out of Australia and had dabbled in seeing how coaching could impact me as a leader.
Mm.
And it was so transformative and so helpful. But so using the coaching skills, using neuro-linguistic programming in my leadership practice, like
Mm.
those now 5 years of doing that, I know every leader can be a better leader through having had an ICF accredited coaching course or even another course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when I was looking for Shiny's class, I was looking for a job and I saw a job as a coach, but it needed the ICF credential. And I talked to a company that hires workshop facilitators around the world, and he had told me, Kate, have you ever considered all of our coaches that we hire are ICF certified? And I
Mm.
was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I just did mine, it's an investment in your time, it's an investment in your money with your finances. And so it was always in the back of my head that it might be something that I wanted to do. And then I took the jump and I am so passionate about it. Now I want to teach it to everyone.
It's amazing. Yeah, so, you know, it has helped me. You were talking about leadership and how it helps anyone to improve their leadership skills. It helps every part of my life because, being a psychotherapist, I definitely there's a certain approach to working with people. And when I took this coaching program, it really opened up. It's like a very free and non-judging space in which to explore oneself and as a coach to help someone else really just find those answers within. And that's what I find so beautiful about this coaching.
Yeah, helping people to feel safe, seen, heard, felt.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So we're going to teach together. We're going to
Yes,
co-teach
we're
a
co-teaching.
cohort starting for USA. It'll be July 21st. And for Asia, people in my region, it'll be the morning of July 22nd. And I think the reason why I recommend this is we know that if you want to be a leader or if you want to lead your life, you need to be self-aware.
Mm,
And the coaching, the way it's set up, you have a library, you have so many videos. And to make the videos easier to access, Shiny has created an app. So you watch videos each week. That's where the five mental blocks come from.
yes.
So partially from NLP, the delete, distort, and generalize.
Mm-hmm.
NLP concepts, filters that our brain uses, and two are Neuro-Shine Technology, and that's compare and assume. So that
Mm-hmm.
that type of content that we've been sharing with the world is content from inside the app, the lessons that you learn online. However, when you're doing an ICF accredited program, you need to have online face-to-face time. And
Mm-hmm.
that comes the 3-hour classes that we have each week,
Yes.
where our 10 people will learn directly from us. We'll open the class and we will ask a coaching question, which
Mm.
helps prepare people for the ICF exam and helps you to start grappling with the complexity of coaching.
Yeah. So the 10 weeks really focuses, each week essentially is on one of the ICF core competencies, such as establishing and maintaining agreements, which is such an amazing, amazing skill. And each of the competencies, I become aware of them at different times. And lately, like agreements, like how do we, at the beginning of something, communicate and get very clear about what everyone's expectations and agreements are, and also the ability to shift and be flexible, as time moves on. And integrated in with those core competencies are the neuro-linguistic programming, is the Neuro-Shine technology, which are really an approach to coaching. So neuro-linguistic programming really focusing on our language patterns, how we communicate, how we leave things out, such as deleting information, how we might distort the information that we're hearing through our filters. So it's all integrated. And then what I really love about the Neuro-Shine technology, which Dr. Shiny Unsal developed, and she has a PhD in metaphysics and a PsyD in psychology now as well. And that she brought in some of my favorite disciplines like neuroscience and obviously metaphysics, but quantum physics, which I've always loved. So which these are really more about our minds and how our minds work. So this course is also about understanding how we think and how we our thinking,
Communicate.
how we communicate through, and then how our message is received by others.
Absolutely. So that's a great introduction to the second part of the uh, face-to-face online class. We do the question and then we get into the content
Mm,
that
yeah,
is part of ICF's core competencies. And so then the third part is one of the most powerful parts is practicing coaching.
yeah. And it starts from the very first class. You know, each class sort of focuses on one of those core competencies and then practicing that in paired sessions. So with another coach. And it's amazing to see the growth throughout even just 10 weeks, which in that 11th week actually is group mentor coaching. So that's actually a couple half days of really integrating all that's been learned so far and really demonstrating, what we've learned as coaches.
Yeah, and what that looks like in that 11th week is all the people in the cohort are set matched up to coach each other. So, I coach you and then I give myself feedback and everyone's watching, which can be intimidating, but it's also really good because we learn by observing others coach.
Yes,
You
yes,
learn so much in those 2 days. And then after you evaluate yourself on the eight core competencies, then Dr. Shiny also gives you her feedback, which makes you a better coach. And it helps prepare you for when later you will send in 3 videos, not the video part, but the audio
yeah,
of your coaching calls to be evaluated. So
that's
this is
right.
a rigorous program.
It is. You start peer coaching from the beginning, so you can start
Yes.
to coach and practice and also receive coaching outside of the actual class. And that also helps you gain your 100 hours. So you do have to do 100 hours of coaching in order to sit for the ICF ACC licensing exam. But that is such an amazing experience because a lot of those hours you're actually trading with coaches. So you're experiencing receiving the coaching as well as practicing on very open-minded, willing participants. So it's an amazing experience.
And you grow.
Yeah,
You grow from all the coaching that you get. So it's a lot of personal and professional development. So you have an online library. You
which is like
have
30 plus, more like 40 hours of amazing, like Shiny is an amazing teacher, hands
amazing.
down. Like I've watched some of those videos 2 or 3 times and I learned so much each time that I
Yeah.
watched.
Yeah. So you have the online, then you partner up outside of the class to peer coach. Once the class finishes after the 11 weeks and you do your mentor coaching, you send in 3 videos and you start getting 100 hours. Once you have 100 hours of coaching, you can then apply for your ICF ACC exam.
Yes. And one of the amazing things also about this program is that, most of us choose to also do the business school following the program. That is like, so as a coach, obviously for a lot of people, it's their first time doing something like this, but it might also be the first time that if they're interested to start their own business. And of course, that's another whole hat that one has to play and wear. And so having a business school, which is 4 weeks following the end of the group mentor coaching, it's so amazing. And you can take that business school, more than once. So it's such an amazing, like I'm in it for the third time right now. And we're really looking at AI and how we can use AI to help with our marketing materials, and it is amazing.
The business school has gotten better with each session.
Yes, yes. It's
Absolutely.
continuously evolving, which is what coaching is. We're continuously growing and learning. And, I learn from my clients, I learn from receiving coaching, and also just from all the different ways in which, I get excited about this, I hear about that. And so then I'll read like a book on NLP, I'll read a book on metaphysics. Like it's very exciting.
Absolutely. And you might have the people listening might have been thinking about becoming a coach or adding coaching to their qualifications. I know that LinkedIn has put out a video that all employees have a coach at LinkedIn.
Mm,
So coaching is becoming more mainstream and something that is helping with well-being in the workplace. So
yeah.
you may like to get ahead of the curve and become ICF certified. And so what should people do?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say one last thing about like even if you can decide if you want to become a coach or not during the program, right? Like, but the skills alone are so transferable to entrepreneurs, to leaders. So the program allows you, enables you to become a coach, but the skills themselves, you can apply them and transfer them to almost any profession. And it's amazing because I am also a realtor, and so that's a very bit different business mindset. And I find that coaching is amazing for helping to navigate working with difficult clients, just using your emotional intelligence to help people find out what it is that they want, what they need. It's just the skills, and as a leader, how to like help others and help others to find their own empowerment and leadership. So it's such an amazing program.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
we're offering connection calls.
Yes.
So please message us and set up an appointment so we can talk you through, answer any of your questions, and get you enrolled.
Awesome. And I think that you can find our links below this video to schedule a discovery call with either one of us, and we will be excited to meet with you.
Yeah. Until next time,
Yes. When conversations go sideways.
learn more.
Thanks, Kate. I love meeting with you, working with you.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.